The FBI director just flew a government jet to Italy to watch a hockey game. That trip cost you $750,000 in tax dollars. A woman is missing, and Kash Patel was on Fox News making announcements he had to walk back within hours. Here's what's actually going on and what the media isn't telling you.
Donald Trump's FBI director Kash Patel likes to announce things. Take the Bureau's investigation into the shooting death of Charlie Kirk, for example. Just a few hours after the shooting, Patel announced on social media, quote, "The subject for the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie Kirk is now in custody." Less than 90 minutes later, he was back with this update. Quote, "The subject in custody has been released after an interrogation by law enforcement." Whoa, what? Now, that was in September. Just a few months later, after that awful mass shooting at Brown University in December, Patel again announced just a day into the investigation, authorities had, quote, "detained a person of interest." And once again, within hours of that post, the person of interest was released. So last night, as agents continue the search for Nancy Guthrie, and we're covering it live on the air here, the mother of Today Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie, Patel took a slightly different approach. He called into a primetime show on Fox to talk about the case and its developments.
I do believe we are looking at people who, as we say, are persons of interest. But as you know, with any investigation, you are a person of interest until you're either eliminated or you're actually found to be the culprit or the culprits involved. And that's the stage we're at right now.
So I guess you can recognize patterns here, and I've already guessed what I'm about to tell you next. The man who was detained last night for questioning was released just a short time after Patel's Fox News interview. MS Now National Security Intelligence Analyst Christopher O'Leary led counterterrorism investigations and operations for the FBI for more than 2 decades, and he joins me now. Chris, I will say that whoever's been giving him notes has appeared to tell him, like, ratchet down the certainty, emphasize that things aren't done yet. But it doesn't seem to me that helpful to constantly be jumping at an opportunity to announce these things, which really seems to be the MO of the current FBI director.
It certainly does, Chris, and it's also incredibly inappropriate. But he's going back to the one skill that he thinks he has, which is self-promoting, diving into the media, diving into social media to compensate for his complete ineptitude at being the director of the FBI, which should not surprise anybody. He has no leadership experience, no operational experience, no investigative experience. His judgment is certainly flawed, and his character, integrity, and virtue are absent. So he has no loyalty to the Constitution or to the American public or to the mission of the FBI and its people. And that's really costing victims in this case, like Nancy Guthrie and her family, the American people more broadly. And, frankly, he's unfit for the job, and it's this is a disservice to the country and to the people that he's charged with leading.
What you just watched isn't a one-time failure. It's a pattern, and it's been playing out since Kash Patel took over the FBI. 3 major investigations, 3 public announcements, 3 walkbacks within hours, the Charlie Kirk shooting, the Brown University mass shooting, and now Nancy Guthrie, a missing woman whose family is still waiting for answers. Every single time, Patel rushed to the cameras before the facts were confirmed. Every single time, the person he announced was released without charges. And every single time, real victims paid the price for his need to be in front of a microphone. A former FBI counterterrorism official with over 20 years of experience was direct about it. Patel has no leadership experience, no operational experience, and no investigative experience. His presence at the top of the FBI isn't just embarrassing. According to people who've actually done this work, it's making Americans less safe. And while Nancy Guthrie's family was waiting for answers, the FBI director boarded a government jet, not for a national security briefing, not for an emergency. He flew to Milan, Italy, to watch hockey. Okay, so FBI Director Kash Patel takes agency jet to Italy, plans to attend Olympic hockey games. Sources say. FBI Director Kash Patel, whose use of a government jet has frequently come under scrutiny, flew on a Justice Department plane Thursday to Italy with plans to attend the Olympic hockey medal rounds, according to public data and sources familiar with the matter. Public flight data reviewed by CBS News showed the FBI director took off on a government plane Thursday morning on an Air Force base in Italy after a brief flight from Virginia to Joint Base Andrews in Maryland Wednesday. Sources also confirmed to CBS News that Patel was en route to Milan, where he is planning to watch the men's USA Olympic hockey team compete in the medal rounds. Patel separately sent several posts on social media on Thursday morning in support of the American hockey teams. Patel's plane landed in Italy Thursday evening local time. According to a source at Flight Radar 24, as part of the trip, Patel is also scheduled to take part in meetings with law enforcement counterparts in Italy. One of the sources added, FBI spokesperson Ben Williamson, who did not respond to requests for information about the trip before CBS News published this article. Of course, he didn't. The most transparent administration in history said on Twitter afterwards, "It is not a personal trip. Director Patel is on a trip that was planned months ago. It includes partner meetings with Italian law enforcement and SCRUT and security officials. They invited the director last July meeting with the ambassador for as a follow-up to our law enforcement roundtable he hosted in January, meeting with legal staff and more." Williamson then added in his subsequent post, "Kash just called me and told me to add. Please tell them yes. I am rooting for the greatest team on earth from the greatest country on earth. Go Team USA." Congressional Democrats late last year launched a probe into Patel's use of the government plane after media reports revealed that he had used it for personal excursions ranging from a sporting event in Pennsylvania, where his girlfriend was performing, and a date night in Tennessee to a Texas resort known as Boondoggle Ranch. Now let's talk about what Kash Patel was actually doing while Nancy Guthrie's family was waiting for answers. He was in Milan, Italy, courtside, celebrating with Team USA hockey players, photos on social media, cheering, enjoying every moment of it, on your dime. $750,000, that is the confirmed cost of this trip. A government jet from Virginia to Joint Base Andrews to Milan. And when CBS News contacted the FBI for comment before publishing the story, complete silence. The spokesperson only appeared after it was already live. His official response? That Patel wanted everyone to know he was rooting for Team USA. This administration came into office on two promises: only the best and brightest in government, and not a single taxpayer dollar wasted. Doge, government efficiency, remember all of that. $750,000. Milan, hockey celebrations, a missing woman with no answers. And this wasn't a one-time mistake. Congressional records show this same jet was used for a date night in Tennessee, a personal trip to watch his girlfriend perform in Pennsylvania, and a vacation at a Texas resort. But nothing, and I mean nothing, captures who Kash Patel really is better than the moment Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett sat across from him and made him answer for all of it.
Trump. Now, I will agree that I definitely take issue with a number of decisions that Donald Trump makes, especially when it comes to the people that he decides to appoint to very important positions, including this one, because I did have to make sure that I wasn't going crazy. But when I say that you are the least qualified FBI director in the history of the FBI, that is real, because you are the only one that never even served with the FBI prior to joining, yet we are supposed to believe that you are the greatest thing since sliced bread. I didn't ask you a question. Now, what I want to go through is to talk about why you are a failure and why, honestly, we just need to tell you bye-bye. I know that you got a little upset and you put on your show for your boss because it seems like you're trying to save your job when it came to talking to Senator Booker yesterday. But let's go through some of your failures. So before you were even confirmed, and I think one of my colleague from Georgia, pointed out that you are already targeting career officials so that you could direct illegal firings. Mind you, these cases that you were so upset about, which are the ones tied to Trump, the cases came through his handpicked FBI director. And frankly, when people sit around and say things like, oh, you know, we're happy because now we feel safe, I don't know who feels safe in this country except for the white supremacists. Because I specifically, as a black woman, definitely don't feel safe.
Here's the part that should make every American uncomfortable, regardless of which side you're on. We are paying for the FBI director to fly government jets to see his girlfriend. And when he was confronted about it on a podcast, his answer was that he only went a few times. 3 times, maybe 5, maybe 6. He couldn't even keep the number straight. This is not what government efficiency looks like. This is not the best and brightest. This is someone who sees a government position as a personal lifestyle upgrade. The accountability starts with you knowing exactly what's happening. And now you do. I'm Sophie Bennett. If this breakdown gave you clarity, like this video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.